Hey guys, it's Kennedy, and for today's video, I'm going to be showing you everything I've been loving for the month of September. I can't believe that it is already October. Halloween's right around the corner, then it's going to be my birthday and Christmas, and this year is just moving so fast, it's crazy. But enough rambling, let's just get into my favorites. First up, I have a skincare product. It is from the Sephora brand, and it is the Creamy Night Mask Moisturizing and Plumping. The name, it just sounds so odd to me because it's like the sentence just kind of ends and it could have been written in a different way. But anyways, it is a night mask, so it's like a kind of heavy duty moisturizer. You put this on before you go to bed, and when you wake up, you can wash it off. Like I always wash my face in the morning anyways, but it says if necessary, rinse off any excess in the morning. So this is just a nice night mask to throw on before you go to sleep. You do it a couple times a week. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is good. But yeah, it's just supposed to help really hydrate your skin and have you wake up with moisturized and plumped skin. And so far, I've really been loving it. It hasn't irritated my skin. My skin is typically quite sensitive, so that hasn't broken me out or anything, and it just leaves my skin feeling so nice when I wake up. I love it. Now onto makeup. The first thing I have is this Kat Von D Lock It Setting Powder in Translucent, and I have been loving this. I still love my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, but when this came out, I was just too excited to try it, so I picked it up and I love it. I use it for baking underneath my eyes and then kind of lightly setting around my face, but this is great for baking. I will just put it underneath my eyes, let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then just brush it away, and it just keeps my concealer locked in place. It helps prevent the creasing, because I've mentioned this in lots of other videos, but I do have natural just like lines underneath my eyes, so it's gonna kind of, the products, so like concealer and stuff, are gonna sink in there anyways, but if I bake and set it properly, it lasts for a lot longer and it just looks a lot better throughout the day. So I've been loving that setting powder, and in combination with this powder, when I bake underneath my eyes, I will use just a little brush to flick away the powder, and this is something that I learned from Tati on YouTube. I just take a different powder. So this is the E.L.F. Illuminating palette, and there's just these 4 shades right here. I just take my fluffy brush, dab it in this like in the lightest shade up here, and then just flick off the bake, and I like what it does. It gets rid of the bake and leaves like a little bit of a subtle kind of highlight. This palette here is super affordable. What was it? $7 maybe, and it has the 4 different shades. I was investigating a little further, and I think, well, I know because I did it kind of by accident, but you can pop these guys out, which is cool. So I guess if you had any of the other colors from, I think they have like a contour palette, a couple blush ones, I know for sure, you could kind of customize your own palette, which is cool. But yeah, I like using this just to brush away the translucent powder with the bake, and it's good, it's affordable. Now onto highlight. I have been so obsessed with this recently. It's just my holy grail product now. I adore it. It is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and I have the shade Moonlight. Oh my gosh, this is just such a gorgeous highlight. I've watched so many videos of people talking about this, and it's amazing. It's what I'm wearing right now on my cheeks, in combination with the Becca Pressed Moonstone highlighter on top, so Moonlight and Moonstone. But I'm obsessed with this. At first, I did have a lot of trouble using this just because I do wear quite a bit of powder on my face underneath, so applying it at the end was a struggle. I know I've watched some people use a brush and that works well for them. I just couldn't get the hang of it with that. I know using a damp beauty blender works, but because I have so much powder underneath, it just kind of pulled up those layers. It was not nice. So what I found to work best for me is applying, so it has a little dropper on the inside here, and it's amazing. And I just will take the tiniest little drop, I'll put it on my ring finger and then press them together, and then just pat it on my on the tops of my cheekbones, and I just love it. I make sure it's blended out really well, and it doesn't pick up any of the other layers underneath. It blends it beautifully. And then just to set it and just add even more highlight, I've been throwing the Moonstone highlighter on top, and I'm just obsessed with it. I've more recently become obsessed with highlight. I'm so glad I've jumped on the bandwagon because it just makes me so happy. There was one day when I went to work and I forgot to put my highlight on and I just felt like a trash bag all day. I kept telling everyone, I'm like, sorry, I feel like trash. I look like trash. Normally I can blind you. Even if you were on Mars, I could get you with that highlight, but not that day. That was a bad day. Now on to lip products. I have two that I want to show you. So the first is from Colourpop, and I talked about this in my separate Colourpop video, but it's the shade Cami, and it is a Matte X lippy stick, and I'm wearing it right now on my lips, so just looks like that. And it's a really pretty, it's like a darker mauve kind of color. I love this range of colors. This is like all of my lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. This is all the shade range that I own because I'm just obsessed with it. And then the other lipstick that I have is from Urban Decay. It's the Vice lipstick, and it's in the shade Backtalk, and it's a comfort matte. And I have been so obsessed with this. It's actually a very similar color to this, at least on me. It looks very similar to Cami. It's just a little bit lighter, but I love this. I wear this to work all the time. It's not too flashy. It's very comfortable, and it is true. The formula name is true, like being a comfort matte, because I'll throw it on and it'll stay matte all day. I will use like a napkin and kind of just like blot off the first layer, not layer, but just to make sure it's all set down, and I'm good for at least a few hours. If I eat or whatever, I have to touch up, but I love this lipstick. My friend too was gonna buy this color. She found this one when we were at Sephora one day, and I'm so glad she did. I think she's still gonna buy it, and we're gonna be twins, so I love this lipstick. And of course I have to throw a nail polish into my favorites, and in typical Kennedy fashion, I'm not wearing it on my nails. Surprise, surprise. But it is this guy right here. It's from the brand Flower, and it is the shade Evening Primrose, and I am obsessed with this. It's a gorgeous, kind of metallic teal color, and it screams mermaid. I was wearing it on my nails, and it lasted for so long without chipping, and it just is a gorgeous, like, mermaid color. That's the way I can describe it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm not sure if they're discontinuing this brand or what's happening with it because I haven't done much research on it, but every time I see this brand at Walmart, it's always like in this clearance kind of sale section, so I'm assuming they're like getting rid of it to make room for other things like E.L.F, because like I mention all the time, I live in Canada, so E.L.F is a hard thing to come by, and yeah, I think they're just kind of getting rid of this, so I'm sorry. But I do love their nail polishes. That's the one thing that I've tried, and I love them. And the very last thing that I have is actually a perfume, and this is from Victoria's Secret. It is the scent Heavenly, and I have another one from them. I forget what it's called, but this is the one that I've been so obsessed with. They had a promo once. It was like if you bought a pair of underwear, you got like two, like, I thought they were roller balls, but it's not. It's an actual little spray, but I like that even better. But yeah, you get like two smaller perfumes for free, and I was like, I'm in, sign me up. So I got Heavenly, and this is what I wear every day. I love it. I love the size of this too, because if I ever do decide to travel and I want to bring perfume with me, I can easily throw this in my bag and not have to worry so much about a big bottle or having to put it in one of those smaller little perfume things, because I have one, but it's like it leaked when I traveled a couple years ago. That's another story. But yeah, I've been obsessed with this Heavenly scent, and they have so many things in this scent. I mean, each one of their scents has like lotions and perfumes and all those things, but yeah, it's just nice that they have lots of options, so I can get more from this scent. What? I don't know. But that is it for my video today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. These make me so happy, and they're so squishy, and if I decide to take them out of here, I'll probably cut the plastic off, but I can put other Zooms in here and just have it be even cuter.